Okay, here is a video on how to play the Get game and how to use the Get game to help you with story problems. So if you're reading a story problem and it has the word each in it or any word that means the same thing as each, like per or a, like it may say there are 4 boxes and a box has 30 packages inside the box. All the boxes are the same. How many packages? Well, it didn't ever say the word each, but the word 4 packages inside each box or inside a box or whatever it says. If it says in a box, that's the same thing as each. So we have to be mindful of them trying to trick the students and using words other than each, like per and a. They do that a lot. So if you have a story problem that has the word each in it or a word that could be used as each, you need to play the Get game. So the kids know how to set up the Get board. We have the G that stands for the groups. We have E that stands for each, and T is for total. So as we're reading our story problems, we're listening for those key words like each and total. Each will always be in the problem. Sometimes it's in the math problem, sometimes it's in the question. And the word total isn't always necessarily there, but if you know there was a total of 4 boxes or a total of 325 cookies, then you know that that number is going to go here. But we'll talk about more about that later. So to set up your Get board, you're always going to do divide, times, and then box, apple, apple. This is a picture of a box. This is an apple. This is an apple. Because your math problems in a Get game problem will always have 2 labels that are the same and 1 label that is different. So let's go ahead and jump into a math problem and I will show you what we're talking about. Okay, so I pulled up a math problem on iExcel, and it was basically something about there was a ship that was traveling for 4 solid hours, and it traveled 299 kilometers. Okay, so the 2 numbers in the math problem was 4 and 299. But I always teach them you cannot pull just the numbers out. You must also pull their labels out. So what was it? Was it 4 oranges? Was it 4 chickens? No, it was 4 hours. The ship traveled at a constant speed for 4 hours. Now sometimes you may see your student writing just an H for hours, which is fine, as long as the other label in the story problem doesn't also start with an H. So if they just want to use an H so they don't have to write as much, that's fine. Just make sure that this is not also an H. Okay, in this case, this was 299 kilometers. The ship traveled for 4 hours and it traveled 299 kilometers. Okay, then comes the 3rd number. Notice we've got 3 slots here. So there's 2 numbers and there's always a question. Okay, now the question in this case was asking how many kilometers per hour did the ship travel? So the first 3 words is what I try to get the students to focus in on, because it did talk about hours and it did talk about ships and it did talk about in that question. So you can't get caught up in all of the words. You need to focus on the first 3 words. So in this case, it said how many kilometers per hour. So they wanted to know how many kilometers. The first 3 words, how many kilometers, which means this label, it has to either be hours or kilometers. The question mark is always got to be one of these 2. The first 3 words, how many kilometers. So you have to use kilometers for their question. Remember that once you're done listing the 2 numbers in the question, 2 of your labels should be the same and 1 label should be different. Now let's go back to our Get board. That's what these pictures are for. These 2 labels are the same. Box apples and apples are the same. Kilometers and kilometers are the same. So these 2 numbers will be going down here on the Get board. The one that is different Ours is always going to go at the top. So the label that is different goes at the top. So 4 hours will be up here. Now we need to figure out where these two numbers are going to be going. In the math problem, which one came with the word each? So the first step is to pull the numbers out. Second step, find the label that is different, put it at the top. The second step, find the each. Or actually, your next step is find the each. So which one of these comes with the word each or per in the problem? In this case, was it 299 kilometers per hour? No, that's not the way it was written. Was it how many kilometers per hour? Yes, the word per, which is the word each, is in the question. So this question has to go with our each. So we're going to put question mark kilometers here, which means our last number has to go on the bottom. And notice these two labels are the same, apples, apples, kilometers, kilometers, and this label is different. Now you're going to find your question mark and see what operation does it tell you to do. Wherever the question mark is, that's what you do. So we're going to circle that. Now I train my kids that we've got to pull this off in a certain order so that you have the right math problem. So we always start pulling from the bottom. Whatever number is at the bottom of the get board, that's the number that is written down first. We're building our math problem. So 299 kilometers is written first, then our operation, and then the number that's towards the top of the get board, which is 4, comes off second. So our math problem is 299 divided by 4. The get board told me whether I was dividing or multiplying, and it told me that I'm not dividing 4, I'm actually dividing 299. So this is going to get your math problem in the right order. Okay, now I'm going to show you how it works the same way, even for a fraction problem. Okay, so the fraction problem I'm going to give you is a spice merchant on a ship discovered some cinnamon, and he has 2.5 pounds of cinnamon, and he is going to split that cinnamon into 5 packages to sell to some local bakeries in the village. So we pull the numbers off the board or out of our story problem. 2.5 was one number and 5 was another number that I heard. Then the question in our story problem wants to know, what is the weight of each package of cinnamon? Okay, so we cannot just pull them off like this. They must have their labels with them. So it was 2.5 pounds of cinnamon. And then it was 5 packages. Notice these both start with a P. So in this case, you would not be able to just put a P out here. You can't just do 2.5P and 5P. You're going to have to actually write the words because P and P are the same. But this case is, this is 5 packages and this is 2.5 pounds of cinnamon. So our question, once again, is going to have to be either packages or pounds. Was it asking how many packages or was it asking how many pounds? So going back to our story problem, the ship merchant has 2.5 pounds of cinnamon and he is splitting it into 5 packages to sell to the bakeries. The question wanted to know, what is the weight of each package of cinnamon? What is the weight? Well, which one of these is weight? What is the weight? Is packages weight or is pounds weight? Well, obviously pounds is the weight. So they want to know how many pounds is each package of cinnamon. Now that we have our 3 labels, we can find the one that is different. Packages is different, so we're going to have to put the 5 packages up here. Now we have pounds and pounds. We have to decide which one came with our each. So we find the label that's different, then we find the each. In our story problem, the ship merchant had 2.5 pounds of cinnamon. I don't hear the word each there. In the question, it wanted to know what is the weight of each bag of cinnamon. Well, there's your word each. It was in the question, so we have to take our question mark and put it on the E of our get board. How many pounds in each bag of cinnamon? Then that means that our last number is going to have to go down here. Okay, we had a total of 2.5 pounds of cinnamon. That's our total. Where we don't know how many pounds in each package, but we do know that we have 5 packages. That's our group. Our question mark leads us to know that we have to divide. We pull our math problems off from the bottom to the top, so the bottom number comes off first. 2.5, we're dividing. 2.5 divided by, what's the other number? 5. 2.5 divided by 5. This is a fraction problem. We used a get board to figure out what the fraction problem is. This got our numbers in the right order. As you know, whenever we divide fractions, we change, we flip. If you don't have this in the right order, you're going to end up flipping the wrong number and dividing the wrong number. So the get board is extremely helpful in getting our math problem built in the right order. Okay, I hope that this get board lesson was very helpful for you. If you have any more questions, please feel free to text me in Class Dojo or send me an email at paula.finley@abileneisd.org. All right, till the next video.